So the gifting season is upon us, and there are some gifts that I absolutely love to receive, and then others this time of year I don't always want. Now, huge disclaimer, it is always the thought that counts. Gifts are always appreciated, but I do think that there are certain things that make a really good gift. And also, as a very kind of particular person, I do like to have things around me that I like rather than a bunch of things around me that I kind of like. I have a lot of beauty in this video, of course. I also have some fashion and fragrance. So let's first start with fragrance. So like I said, I can be a little bit of a particular person, and a gift that I do think is worth picking up for that person in your life that is particular is a customizable gift. A customizable gift, I think, is almost always a hit. And this gift, who is also the sponsor of this video, this is the Pura 4 Home. And it's a home diffuser, but it's not like any other diffuser that I've ever seen. If you have anyone in your life that is obsessed with home fragrance, I cannot imagine a better gift. So essentially, it is a home diffuser. You just plug it into your wall. And I'll throw in some like demos so you guys can actually see what's going on. What you can do is you load it up with fragrances of your choice. And by the way, they have like their own house fragrances, but they also have like Otherland, Nest. This Otherland Fallen Fur, definitely getting me in the holiday spirit. You throw those in there, you plug it in, and through your phone, through their app, you can select different fragrances for different times of the day, the subtlety of them, the actual light, like the color of the light that comes up. What I think is so beautiful about it, it anticipates your needs before you even know you need it. So, you know when you're just like, you know you want to get cozy on a Sunday, or you know it's time to kind of like wind down, you can set a schedule to automatically start diffusing when you should be winding down, when you should be getting cozy on a Sunday. Blew my mind, especially for someone that is trying to get into a nice relaxation routine. I mean, especially this time of the year. All the scents are clean and safe for children and pets. And I love that you can also set the intensity. So if you're someone like me, you just want a soft kind of fragrance throughout certain areas of your home, you can set it to subtle. Or if you have a very large room, you can set it to a more intense setting. And I gotta tell you, I love that they partner with brands that I know. I am such a huge Nest fan, and the fact that I can get the fragrances that I already know and love from Nest on my Pura now, it's just great. Also are having their Black Friday sale. So I'm gonna leave details down below. I'm pretty sure like everything's like 30% off, like their biggest sale of the year. So definitely take advantage. Now, the second gift that I love to get and give when it comes to beauty is the makeup item that pulls an entire look together. So I think oftentimes some of us struggle with, you know, your makeup is missing something. You're just not really sure what it is. Oftentimes you're just like, if I had XYZ, all of my other makeup would kind of make more sense. If you have a beauty lover in your life, those kind of items will be cherished. And for me, they are the ones that make my routine. So I'm gonna give you guys a few examples of these kinds of items. So number one, having good makeup brushes makes all of your other makeup perform better, and it actually makes your other makeup products more versatile. For example, right off the bat, the BK Beauty 208 angled eyeliner brush. If I have a winged liner on, you guys, I have used this brush to do it. There is no other brush in my collection that does what this does. I used to like more of a crayon pencil. I don't anymore. It was just sitting in my collection because I didn't want to fuss with trying to get a nice winged liner because these are a little chubbier, and all of my crayons and pencils were sitting there even though they were in colors I love. So for example, this Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal liner, this is a beautiful one. It's the sequin green shade, but when you have the BK 208, you just can so easily flick out a line like that. It is both stiff but soft, and it makes me get more use out of all of the other makeup that I have. Another beautiful example of this, the BK 109 brush. This is a more angled brush. It's very soft at the top. You can see there's density to it, but it is more of an angled kind of fluffier brush, you can use this for any cream product to do a full face of cream products like that. So for example, today I've got the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation on my face. It's a great one. One pump onto this brush all over the face, done. I can kind of like tap this on a paper towel or on, a rag or whatever and remove any of the excess foundation. Sometimes I don't even do that. Take my cream bronzer, apply it, take the same brush with the cream bronzer still on it, and that's just going to melt all the colors together. Pick this up with my cream blush, apply it on, and it looks amazing. I'm telling you, you guys, they have created, like, you can see I have two 109 brushes here because I use it so often. They have created truly multi-use brushes. If you have really well-performing makeup, but you don't have the right tools, that can sometimes be an issue. The A507 for powder bronzer is amazing. That's the one I used today for my bronzer. Another example of a beauty gift that is really going to help pull together an entire makeup look. A really, really good prep product. There are so many folks that struggle with their makeup just not looking great on their skin and they're just not sure what's going on. So my Milky skincare products have completely changed the game for me. I am so team Milky skincare now. So the Tier Ceramic Milk Ampule is amazing if you have very, very parched skin, like very, very dry. You take a little bit of this and it gives you immediate glass glow. So if you have someone in your life that like truly struggles with dullness on their skin, or if you personally are looking for something to help with like cakiness on the face, incorporating one of these into your skincare routine will help your makeup apply better. And this is something that I am so gung-ho about on my channel, that skincare is an extension of our makeup routine and we have to kind of treat it that way. And, it's really important that we're, using skincare for, to target issues that we have with our skin. But no matter what those products are, no matter what they're designed to do, they do have an impact on the way our makeup is going to look. Another beautiful product, the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. I mean, this is definitely going to be best of beauty for 2024. It's a little bit thinner, but still has this gorgeous bouncy texture. I have a feeling that for winter, or honestly all year round, because I plan on using this all year round, this is going to be a fan favorite. Or if you're someone with more oily or combination skin, you can skip moisturizer period and just use this beautiful primer for the face. When I go visit family for the holidays, I'm gonna try and get my mom onto the Haru Haru Wonder. And I'm also going to try and find some BK brushes for her. Let's talk about an item of fashion. Now, for me personally, I love sweaters. It's something that is a real problem. I just love them. It is what it is. Like ever since like, I don't know, high school, I've just been absolutely obsessed with sweaters. And I've learned a lot in the 15 years after that. One thing that I have learned is that I will not gift, and I do prefer not to receive sweaters made of acrylic. I truly prefer natural fiber knitwear and in particular sweaters. And this actually includes socks as a huge one. I love getting socks for Christmas. I'm definitely team sock gifting for Christmas, but a good pair of wool socks, always going to be a good gift. But not just any wool socks, not just any wool kind of sweater. There are things that I look for. So here are some of the things I look for. Here are the some of the items that I love. First of all, I'm just gonna start off with like my sweater that I bought for this season that I am like very, very much obsessed with. It's the Sloan cardigan from Ozma. One of my most complimented items in my entire wardrobe. It's a slightly cropped cardigan. Like literally people of all ages complimented me on this sweater. So it's more of a cropped sweater, which I really like because the sleeves are actually a little bit more billowy. So it's a beautiful mix of being slightly oversized, but also more fitted. I love the shawl cardigan, but also how high it goes up. They also have a bunch of different colors and different fabrics, but this is the bark one, I believe. It's beautifully oversized, yet not too oversized. Love the length, love really everything about it. And the best part is that it is made out of alpaca and it is super soft. I'm not wearing long sleeves with this. I don't have to. And I think when we're gifting, really soft sweaters are nice to gift. Another example, actually, I wonder if I'm wearing some right now. I am, but they are so covered in dog hair that I could not bear to take these off and show you these socks. I'm just going to show you these other ones that I have that do need to be, that also need to be washed. Okay, you guys, smart wool socks have been an absolute game changer for me. And icebreaker base layers. I am a complete wool convert. So my boyfriend put me onto wool like last year. I was just like, I was getting cold all winter. I've always been cold in the winter. It's never been a thing that I have not experienced. Like even having lived in Ohio for a significant period of my life, I've just always been cold. Well, that completely changed when my boyfriend put me onto wool base layers and wool socks. When I'm wearing my smart wool socks, my feet never get cold. In fact, I don't even worry about it at all. And if you are someone that constantly has cold feet in the winter, it's kind of insane. They have different cushion levels as well. So like these are the like hiking ones, so they're a little bit more cushioned, which I really like, but they have more like everyday wear ones that I also have and really love. And you can get them in really neutral colors too. You don't have to get like the bright teal or navy ones. Has been a game changer. When I went to Iceland earlier this year, I wore my smart wool socks, my icebreaker long johns, and just wore like hats and a sweater with a jacket. I was honestly beyond surprised that I was as comfortable as I was. I wasn't cold. I was very comfortable and I was walking around everywhere. I was like on top of a glacier. Maybe I'll throw in some pictures. And I was not cold. It was such a wild experience to not be cold in frigid areas. So this is a very, very long-winded way of saying that I do prefer natural fibers like alpaca, like wool, or even cotton. I love cotton sweaters, especially like a fisherman style cotton sweater. I have a lot of those from like the old ones from American Apparel that I still wear all the time. Have literally lasted me for 10 years, but it's because they're cotton. I have maybe one or two sweaters left in my collection that are acrylic, and it's not because I didn't still like them. It's because the more you wash acrylic, it just melts and melts into each other. It gets scratchy, it gets weird. So I do highly suggest if you can find some nice wool items at like the thrift store, if you can take advantage of like Black Friday sales. I'm gonna leave like all the products that I talked about down below. These kinds of gifts have a ton of longevity. So like every winter they'll come back out. Like this is a full-on heirloom sweater that I purchased and I view it that way. Like I do like to think about the longevity of the gifts that I'm giving. Next up, in a similar vein, staple repurchases rather than the trendy item. I love a staple replacement item because it does show that the person that is gifting it to you knows what you like and knows what you're going to use. And if that's something that you really appreciate, like I do, I actually find it to be quite thoughtful. Rather than gift or receive something very trendy, it might just go away next season and not come back out, or it might just go straight to returns. I'm being so real with you guys. Like, I do love getting items that I know I'm already going to repurchase or already have to buy. And so for someone else to, just buy it for me, it's just nice. It frees up a little bit of my budget for, I don't know, an $8 scoop of ice cream, which I am known to do. I'm known to get the $8 ice cream without really thinking too much about it. I am wondering, maybe I should have talked about ice cream in this video. Add in one. Ice cream is always a good gift. If you can come over to someone's house, even just with like a pint of really good ice cream, that is what you should do. I do often sometimes think like if I could ever open up my own ice cream shop. It is a weird dream. It's a dream that's been consistent for me for like, I don't know, like 12 years. Okay, anyway, so back to the staple replacements. So for me, a staple replacement, my sunscreen. To be able to have someone be like, oh, Amanda, she always uses that sunscreen. I know she's going to use it. Bam, sunscreen checked off. This one, the Kiss Me Mommy, is my holy grail, you guys know, because there's no white cast. It's not greasy, but it is hydrating, does not burn the eyes, and it's affordable. Which, again, when you're constantly going through sunscreen, it's nice when it's more affordable. Also, my coils, like my hair coils, these, you know, you buy them and they just disappear. So I feel like everyone should be gifted a pair of hair coils. Like it's just something that is definitely going to get used, and the good quality ones. I'm going to leave down below the ones that I get on Amazon. You can also get them at Ulta, I think, too, but they are good quality. They're not going to completely stretch out, and you can also put these back in like a cup of hot water and they like firm right back up. So another example, a travel size of a fragrance that you know the person really loves. So this is the Missing Person oil, but it's in the travel size. And I keep this with me in my makeup bag. I just do, again, a 1-2 behind my ears and I'm done. Getting that travel size of something you know they already love is going to make it so much easier when they're traveling, especially if you're seeing them during the holidays, because there's a chance that they forgot their fragrance. Other examples of this when it comes to fashion. My utility pants from Everlane, I'm wearing them right now. They are comfortable. They have beautiful colors. They're very similar to the Ozma sweater in the sense that they have some structure to them. They're slightly oversized, but not so oversized. I mean, they are a classic for a reason, and I wear them constantly. They're one of those things that they're one of those pairs of pants that you just throw on and they always look good. They go with everything. These are the kind of items I like to get gifted because I'm so particular. When I find, again, for example, like a silhouette of pants that I really, really love, I love when people give me like another color of something I already have. Like when you find a shirt that is like perfect, you buy like 15 of them. Like, please tell me that I'm not the only one, not like actually 15, but you guys know what I mean. Please tell me I'm not the only one that will do that. Like, I am definitely known to do that. Another example of this was I bought my first pair of Blundstones, I think like in 2017, I want to say, 2016. And I wore those all of the time. They were the only boots that I wore, period. They are the perfect Chelsea boots. Like, I will forever be a Blundstone customer, period. And then for Christmas, I got the black leather ones. So before I had the like brown kind of suede-y looking ones, and then now I have the black ones, and I wear both of them all of the time. And it's because these are the staple purchases. Please leave me a comment down below if you are someone that is also obsessed with your Blundstones, because I feel like once you try them, like you can't really go back. And lastly, we have the luxe purchase that person that you're gifting for, you know they're not going to get it for themselves. Even though they want to, but they can't, they just can't do it. I'm gonna give you guys an example of this. Now, this is a luxe purchase, again, like we just mentioned. And again, I have been obsessed with beauty for long before I actually started my YouTube channel. And one item that I had seen in Allure and wanted for years is the Mason Pearson brush. I'm sorry I did not clean it before this video, but it is what it is. I've now been testing this for, I think, like a week and a half. Why am I getting so quiet? I feel like it's because I'm scared to tell you guys this. Now that I have this, I just understand. This is the brush that you will have for years. And when I said I was going to review this brush, finally, after like just biting the bullet and getting it, I got so many comments like, what? How can this brush be absolutely worth it? Which again, has been me for years. I'm like, there's no way, I cannot spend that money. And then equally, all of the comments of people being like, listen, I have a Mason Pearson and it's just like, it's not like any other brush I've ever used. And I understand why now. Do you think that this would have been one of the best gifts that I have ever gotten? I just so happen to get it for myself, which is fine too. But reason being, I have very long hair. Hold on. some people don't know how long my hair actually is. Like, it's long. And brushing my hair is always a task. I really don't like it. I don't enjoy brushing my hair until I got this brush. I had actually been using the Sonia Kashuk dupe for this that was discontinued for years because it was supposed to be a Mason Pearson dupe. They are completely different. Like, even though they're kind of the same, they're still completely different. I also loved and have recommended the wet brushes, even with the boar bristles. It's completely different. One, do you guys see the shine that it immediately imparts onto the hair? My hair has been so shiny. And not only that, it's been less frizzy. And yet, I also haven't needed to like I feel like it can go longer between washes because it kind of like redistributes the oils in my hair really well, which I think is like a huge issue for breakage. But speaking of breakage, this is both effective but gentle. Like it feels amazing on your scalp, by the way. But I feel like when it's brushing, it's actually doing the work of detangling, smoothing, and redistributing the oil like all in one swipe. Like my hair is more coarse. It is not super, super soft. It's more coarse. But if you have thicker hair, you have coarser hair, you struggle with frizz, you feel like your hair is just, even if you brush it, all of the hair is kind of getting pulled out of your head because your hair is more coarse or there's more of it. Or even for me, I wish I had this when I was dealing with hair loss. It doesn't yank the hair out of my head. This is like, this video is now becoming like a Mason Pearson brush review. But what I'm trying to say is that this is the luxe purchase that I now want to get a lot of people in my life. I hope that one day I can do that because it is one of the most luxe and worth it purchases, period. Another example of this would be the Caudalie Fig shower oil, kind of like these kind of bath oil fragrance products. So nice for this time of year when people are trying to get cozy, or, you know, in general, this time of year, making sure to take care of yourself, relax, whatever that looks like, whether it's like meditating, zoning out and making a nice meal. That's a big one for me, is just like getting in the zone and just like making a nice dinner for myself. Thinking about those luxe purchases that might really help to get someone enjoying their routine, making it really nice. I really like giving those gifts. And again, that's why I like the Pura 4 home so much, is that it's making my get cozy routine so nice. Everything just feels special. And I think that's what gifting is about. It's just making someone feel special. At the end of the day, I'm also going to be the person to say, I think the best gift in the entire world is a handwritten card. That's my favorite gift. Like for me personally, the card is not to be overlooked, or a nice handwritten note. I mean, that's just how I am. I've always been like that. So again, these were the gifts that I would gift and the ones that I would not. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I'll leave a link down below to the Pura Black Friday sale, and then I'm gonna leave a link to everything that I talked about in today's video. But overall, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.